it's Ray from Just Plain Interesting, and we're in Oamaru today as we're working our way back up the country from doing that mega pick, that 20-foot container we filled with amusement machines and pinball machines from down the south of the South Island, okay? So we thought we'd come in here because this is one of my favourite places in New Zealand and I wanted to show it to you. Now we can't take you inside because we just haven't got enough time on the video clip, so we're going to give you a very speedy trip down the main Victorian road here, or the main Victorian precinct, and show you some very cool buildings and introduce you to some cool people. So come on through. The Criterion Hotel opened in 1877. Now come on down this way and you'll see the beginning of the Victorian section. This is a beautiful place and it's just oozing with history. There's so many cool things in the street. Honestly, you come here and you think, oh, I'll just duck in here for an hour, but Oamaru is one of those places you should be in for 2 or 3 days at least. I've been here 3 times so far and I've never seen enough. All these buildings are dripping with history. Well, this whole area fell into disrepair in the 1900s and it was just abandoned. And it's one of the movie companies came down here and decided to make a movie. We approached the council and said, look, this is what we'd like to do. And the council said, no, I'm sorry, we haven't got any money to do up that area. We're not interested. And they said, we'll spend the money and do some buildings up. Won't cost you a cent. So the council went, yep, go right ahead. And that's how it started to be reborn. And now it's incredibly popular. Now this is too good an opportunity to pass up. This reminds me of Shane the Bicycle Chap, that famous guy in Henderson. Now then. There we go. Look, I can pretend I'm wearing a top hat and cycling down the main street. Now they do cycling tours down here and you can rent penny farthings for days and days and days. But the girl that does the bicycle tours, she's just finished telling me the 2 guys have rented these and they've gone to the West Coast, cycling on the West Coast. But they are not allowed, they're not allowed to cycle uphill or downhill because it heats up the rubber tyres. And of course there's no brakes on these bikes, so the rubber tyre gets hot and then comes off the rim. And one guy actually broke his arm, so they've made it a staunch rule now that you can't ride them up and down hills, you have to push them. Very wise. Now over here is a bakery that I make a point of coming to every time I'm here because it's the most epic food I've ever eaten. Now you can probably tell, okay? So I'm going to duck inside now and I'm going to ask the girls. I'll be right back. Cool, here we are. This is the famous bakery in Oamaru. It's absolutely beautiful. The food is sensational. Come on in. Vince and I were in here earlier and that's why we're so fat now, because the food is just too good to pass up. Okay, look at this lovely atmosphere. Come on through. Now, here we go. This lovely young lady's name is Lily, okay? And there's another lovely young lady through the back. Oh, okay, cool. There's a gentleman in the back. He owns the place. His name is Blair, right? Here he comes.
Oh, sorry, he's waving through there.
Oh, he's waving through the window. There he is, down there, busy cooking still to this day. Hey, Blair, thanks very much for the amazing food we ate. We're going to put you on YouTube, okay? All righty. All right. Anyway, so if you come down to Oamaru, come and see Lily, okay? She's absolutely lovely. And look at this astounding food, okay? It's beautiful. Now, it's late in the day, so all their magnificent pies are gone.
Yeah, we normally have a bunch of awesome pies.
All right, there you go. So thank you very much, Lily. Okay, have a beautiful day. All right, bye-bye. All right, now we're going to duck up the road and introduce you to another fella who used to live just around the corner from the shop in West Auckland and moved here a couple of years ago. A lot of people escape Auckland and come here, and if you come down here, you'll certainly find out why. Cool. This is Martin. Hello, Martin.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
From Buggy Robot, okay? It's a beautiful, this is his workshop. right? And behind us is this little gallery, and he does incredible like steampunk creations, bringing things back from the dead, from old bits and pieces, car parts and all the rest of it. People consider it a rubbish, that Martin certainly does not. And he exports his products, all posts and puts them on the courier all over the world. Okay, so if you're from Japan or from your Bolivia or Mars, you can get his incredible creations sent to you. Okay, and this is the fella that used to live just around the corner from the shop in Titirangi, worked in Henderson, went past the two shops all the time, okay? And he met and knows the girl that runs my other shop for me on weekends, Krista. So it's a very tiny world. Doesn't matter where you travel in New Zealand, you bump into cool people. And what a cool-looking fella, isn't he? And he's got a good-looking lady out here somewhere, but she's shy.
Oh,
Martin's
yeah, she's camera shy. Yeah, not like me.
All right,
I'm all over
do you
it.
want to show us a couple of bits of
Yes,
your
indeed.
favourite creations, mate?
Once things have been finished in here, they come back into my gallery shop here. So, for instance, I do all the paintings and all the drawings and all the artwork and all the two-dimensional stuff. I do all that at home. But when I'm here, I'm building sort of vintage-style robots with car emblems and old sort of fittings and fixtures. Nothing is welded. Everything's joined together with nuts and bolts and pop rivets and threaded rods and things like that. So that's like a hole punch, and that's part of a valve radio. So everything is, I like to try and represent everything so you can recognize bits and pieces that I've used. And I like to introduce color wherever I can. And this is an old, probably someone's homemade gauge from the 1960s or 70s. And I've got a piece of old Meccano there. And I've attached it with nuts and bolts and an old hinge. So it's quite nice to represent an old vintage style design, but using familiar objects for people of a certain age like me.
Genuine art.
Yeah.
Genuine art.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's about it, really. That's all I do. I sort of make art out of old vintage objects, and at home I do all the paintings and conjure up ideas all the time.
Cool.
Yeah.
There you go. That's Buggy Robot in Victorian precinct in Oamaru. And it's across the road from another famous place, the Grain Store Gallery, which is just mind-blowing. Isn't that woman clever?
Oh, she's incredible. Yeah.
Amazing. And we haven't got time, unfortunately, to take you down to the harbour, all the other incredible attractions. People say, go to Oamaru for the day. No, go for 3 days minimum, okay? Thanks for watching. We'll see you in Timaru. Bye.